The fire is now under control, but there's still a strong presence here. Loved ones tell me gunfire put a tragic end to family reunion preparation. The investigation into how these flames started could take even longer. A federal judge set a $20,000 bond today for Jason Barrett, just hours after FBI agents arrested him. Folks who live here along River Loop Road tell me they're concerned about their homes. The Waccamaw River here in Conway is expected to reach its highest point. They've actually been boating in their yard right here throughout the day. As you can see, I mean, it's the perfect conditions to do so. Ice like this is sticking around on some of our smaller roads. Salt like this from the snow can actually eat away at your car. That's why the experts say this weekend you should give your car just a little extra TLC. Officers say excessive revving of your engine could get you in real trouble. He saw two guys hanging out of a window, shooting at another car. They caught that scammer right here on these 4K cameras. Is to cut open a potato and rub it on your windshield. Eric, Rachel, I spoke with 35-year-old Austin Suman's parents tonight, who entrusted me to tell their side of the story for the very first time.
Son's not a monster.
Suman's mother tonight describing her child, who's now facing federal charges. A complaint which was just unsealed today accuses him of making a series of violent and hate-based threats to a news reporter in New York.
Nothing has been proven that he said or did anything yet at this point.
The complaint states the threats were a retaliation for a news story the reporter did back in February of 2019 when he was accused of threatening a roommate with a gun.
Years ago, okay, she destroyed my son. He wasn't even convicted of the first thing that the news is talking about. He wasn't convicted. Okay, the charges were dropped.
For hours, I watched as FBI agents combed through the family's home, while armored vehicles were also on scene.
The people that came here today were so nice, I can't even begin to tell you. Picture the horror if this was your house.
The family is now asking for privacy and respect as they work through this difficult situation.
He's been through a lot of stuff. He's been through a lot of stuff, and he finally came out on the other side, and now, you know, it's just, I don't know. I don't know what to think of any of this.
The FBI left this part of the neighborhood around 2 this afternoon, and Suman is facing several charges, including making threats with an explosive and interstate stalking. Live in Myrtle Beach, Ashley Listrom, WMBF News. An Horry County judge sentenced Warden Butler to time already served today when the 29-year-old pleaded guilty to harassment for sparking this burning cross right here next to me outside his property. Butler also spoke to the media today for the very first time since his arrest, sharing his side of the infamous incident that's made national headlines.
Anybody who deals with seizures, deals with mental disability, and they feel like nobody's there to help you, this is what happens.
That's what Butler says is to blame for his hateful outburst back in November of 2023, when he and his girlfriend, Alexis Hartnett, allegedly burned a cross outside their Conway area home, all to intimidate their black next-door neighbors.
I didn't mean any hate towards my community, only trying to bring in to the light of the matter that I'm an individual with disability.
Those neighbors, however, aren't buying Butler's explanation, with Sean and Monica Williams telling me the 29-year-old's unusual act of lashing out was, quote, calculated and deliberately targeted them.
You didn't put two sticks together. You literally fashioned yes. something into a cross. It was very premeditated.
And while it was an emotional day for the Williams family, who had to face their admitted harasser in court, Sean and Monica are hoping their story will spark important conversations and change, not just in South Carolina, but nationwide.
Hate doesn't have color. It doesn't have anything. It doesn't have anything. It could be an amalgamation of things, but at the end of the day, there's no place for it.
The Williamses hope that change will start in Columbia, where lawmakers have tried and failed year after year to enforce harsher punishments against those who commit crimes like Butler's.
On a bigger level, I want the state to see and feel our hurt and come up with ways to make people safe with a hate crime law.
Butler's girlfriend and suspected accomplice Alexis Hartnett also faces second-degree harassment charges. And records show she's due in court in March. Live in the control room, Ashley Listrom, WMBF News. The Waccamaw River behind me here is now suffering from what's officially classified as a severe drought, something that's really taking a toll on those making a profit from its flow.
It's normally, it's normally at least up to here.
Owner Jeff Klein of River Island Adventures is standing in the middle of the Waccamaw River, but water that's normally over his head,
Just a little bit over my ankles right here.
a lack of recent rainfall during the peak of summer has prompted the new drought classification from SCDNR and sparked changes for a handful of Grand Strand and PD businesses. This time of year is usually a great time to go kayaking, but River Island Adventure tells me they've had to modify all of their river tours because of the low water levels.
With the water this low, there's just not hardly any current at all. But for tubing, it's just not possible. So that is the one activity that we have had to cancel.
Visitors like Lucy Austin and Lynn Thaggard had been hoping to go water tubing, but have since had to opt for kayaking, telling me they've seen the river themselves and understand the need to change their plans.
We were thinking this is really low because we were getting stuck along the way, and we thought, wow, this is low.
While businesses like Klein's continue to work through the drought, many say they'll just keep praying for some rain.
Being on the river, though, is great. It's nice. It'd just be nice if we had some more water in it.
Officials are continuing to monitor conditions statewide, and our certified most accurate weather team will let you know of any changes. Live in Long's Ashley Listrom, WMBF News.